So it's been a while, and I really apologize for that because it's totally my bad. I know I've been MIA for a while, but I thought it'd be fun to jump in with a little lettering tutorial. I've had a lot of people comment on my lettering style and wanted to know how I do it and whatnot, so I did want to kind of maybe go through a few different tech styles that I have. What I'm focusing on for this video is flourishes on Ys, which are all right here. I'm going to show you how to make all of these, just because I feel like every single day ends in Y and we're always rewriting our weeks in our bullet journals. So, you know, there's a million different ways to write the word day. So let's just go through. I'm going to show you a few ways of flourishing, different ways of, you know, making your letters pop and look different and look cool, and I hope that you like them. And if you use any of these, I would totally love it if you either shared it on Instagram and tagged me at Girls Meets Bujo, or do the hashtag Girl Meets Bujo, and I would love to see you using this. And if anyone is in LA this Saturday, the 19th of August, I'm actually teaching my very first calligraphy workshop. So if you like lettering and you live in LA or are near LA and you want to join, then click on the link below. I will put all the information there. But for the purposes of this video, I know this is kind of wordy. I'm not usually this wordy. But anyways, let's dive right in. Cool? So, let's assume you have never used a brush pen before. This is a brush pen, and I do actually go into detail of all the supplies that I use in another video, which I will link. It is all of my bullet journaling supplies, markers, pens, things like that. So I'm not going to go into full detail here, but this is just kind of like a quick overview of what I normally use. So I have my Tombow Fuda no Suki, which is a brush pen, but then I also have, you know, just my regular Pilot gel pen. I'm obsessed with this one. It's a Pilot G-Tech. This is a 0.4, so this is a really fine tip. And my Micron. Now I have the whole set of Microns in all the different weights, but this is kind of my favorite one for lettering. So just to go through the flourishes here with the Ys, I kind of wanted to just stick with the Micron because it goes with, you know, if you have a ballpoint pen, you can use this, you know what I mean? Like, so this isn't necessarily about what type of pen you're using. It's more about how you use the pen that you are using. So, say we're writing the word Monday. So, let's just do a super simple, sorry, there's a fly in here. My son left the door open, and so that happened. So if he flies by, I apologize. It's annoying me. It's probably annoying you, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Okay, so I did the word Monday, and I just left the tail of the Y because this is where we're focusing on this video, how we get creative. So typically, if you do a Y in cursive, it's gonna look something like this. Am I right? Okay. So you wanna zhuzh it up a little. You wanna make it look a little bit fun. So why don't we try something like this? You bring it down as if you were gonna do a regular Y, and when you cross it over, rather than going right there and just ending it, I want you to do kind of a figure 8, loop it back around. So do that and continue it. And there's one. So if you need me to do that again, go down, cross over, figure 8, and hook. That one's a lot of fun to do. I would recommend getting some scratch paper and just doing it over and over again. It's a lot of fun. The next one I want to show you has a little bit of a tail up. So say you wanted to fill in some space above the word. You do your Y, you bring it down as if you normally would, but rather than bringing it over like this, you actually bring it up above, kind of hug around, and then do another figure 8. I kind of crossed into that one, but you get it. Let's do it again. Ready? You bring it down, up and over, figure 8. Okay, so the damn fly again. Oh, it is gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so another one is not quite as elaborate as this. It's more of a variation on your kind of typical Y. It's just making it a little bit prettier. So we bring down the Y and then we just curve it over. Another one similar to that is really kind of using this bottom space below and kind of extending the tail. So you actually get it, and rather than bringing it straight up, you bring it all the way around. So you see the tail isn't so interesting, but it's more this bottom piece. And then another one that I wanted to show you is similar to this one, but this part extends further, so you really kind of fill in this bottom space more. So this one, you bring the Y, do the figure 8, and then you continue it and bring it out. So this way you're almost like underlining the word. You know what I mean? So it'd be like Friday. Of course, that's like literally the ugliest thing I've ever written in my life, but I'm just doing this to show you how it kind of underlines the word. So another one is incorporating this one that brings it up top, but also adding a little bit of a flourish here to the tail. This one's a little bit more elaborate. So you bring it down, and when you start to come up, right around here, you turn that into a little loop, right? You keep going, you bring it up to the top and hug it, do the figure 8 like you did before. That's not my best one, so we're gonna do it again. Bring it down, curl, that's better, figure 8. See, it's easier when you actually do it in a fluid motion rather than stopping yourself. But this is really kind of more what you want to go for. So then, kind of continuing with this idea of the curly tail, I wanted to do one that doesn't have it bringing it up top, it continues it here. Because sometimes, depending on the layout of the words you have, you want to fill in the top, you want to fill in the bottom, you want to keep it all level. So the next one I'm showing you is actually keeping it level. So you go, you do your curly, and then here you can do something like that. Let's do another variation on that. So you can just kind of keep doing it as much as you want. It's totally up to you. Those are really my favorite ones. There's so many different ways of doing it. If you did want to try faux calligraphy with this, just keep in mind the rule of whenever your pen is going up, it's a thin stroke. Whenever it's coming down, it's a thick stroke. If you don't have a brush pen and you want to just get familiar with it, I highly recommend getting a super fancy, super expensive tool. Just kidding. I'm super sarcastic right now. That it's a pencil. So just get a pencil. Nothing fancy, nothing special about it at all. In fact, this is like a cheap, I don't know, dollar store pencil. I have artist pencils, but for the purposes of what I'm doing here, I just want to get a little cheapo something just to show you what is a really cool trick for figuring out naturally where the thick and thin lines are. So, when you're using your pencil, remember that when you're going up, just barely push on it, and when you're coming down, push on it hard. So you see there's already a difference right there, right? I'm sure you can tell, right? So say you're writing the word high, right? So you bring your pen up, push down hard. Bring your pen up, push down hard. Up, light, down, hard, right? So you're already getting a feel right there for where the strokes need to be thicker, where they need to be thinner. So this is something you use when you're doing faux calligraphy. So if I go back and I get my micron, right, and I do the word high, so let's just write it, because you can't do thicks and thins just the way you can with a pencil. So right here, where it was thick is where I came down. So it was this point here. I would come in, I would fill it, I would add like a second line. Same here, I would add a second line. And then lastly here, I would add another second line. So then, that looks really cool by itself. That in itself is a really cool lettering style that you can totally use. However, if you wanted to fill it in and make it look like calligraphy, you just simply fill in those spots, and there you go. So if you were to have a brush pen and you wanted to write the word high, this is how it would look. Right? Very similar. So that is how you create that look on your own. So anyways, this was a really quick tutorial. I just wanted to show you some fun ways of adding flourishes to your days of the week. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. I really want to make content that you guys enjoy and that is helpful. So if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see me show you, or you would like to see me try, anything at all, you know, nothing is off limits. Leave it in the comments below. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and trust me, I will be making these regularly once again. I apologize for the delay. My life has been kind of crazy, but we are getting back on track, okay? Thanks so much, guys.